So we've always been a very outward-facing firm. Our founders were very keen on international markets and thinking about things beyond the borders of Canada. In 1969, we opened an office in London, which by today's standards doesn't seem like a big deal, but back in 1969, it was a very big deal for a Canadian firm to be that outward-facing, that international in focus. And that kind of perspective and thinking about new jurisdictions not being bound by our borders has always been part of what defines Stikeman Elliott. You're with a group of people from all over the world who are building relationships and making contacts. And that's actually tremendously liberating because you don't need to feel awkward about asking somebody for their business card or their contact information, because that's kind of what it's all about. And generally, you've got really good people from really good law firms who are giving up a week of their personal time and their work time to come and connect and build relationships. You learn different perspectives, you meet people with different views and different experiences, you compare notes, and there's a lot of similarities and a lot of differences. And so it's generally a great group of people and a tiring but very fun week. We also, I like to say, even though I recognize it's not a verb, we lawyer like business people. So what's our client's objective? What's our mutual client if we're working with an international firm? What's the client's objective, and how can we get there as quickly and reasonably from an expense perspective and a pain perspective as quickly as possible? Another feature that I would highlight is understanding the difference between jurisdictions, and in particular when you're a Canadian lawyer, you often have the situation where a client will have a lot of experience in the United States but perhaps less experience in Canada, and explaining the differences there. That's actually a value add feature because a lot of people assume, shockingly, that Canada and the US are the same, and while we have a lot of similarities, we have a lot of differences, and that's part of the value that we add to the mix when we're working with firms internationally. Our approach to lawyering, and in particular when working with a partner on an international basis, is how do we get the client to the client's objectives as quickly, and I don't want to say cheaply, but inexpensively or cost effectively as possible, and how do we have a lot of fun on the way through? And that's a Stikeman Elliott thing. We work hard, we're really, really good at what we do, we're very business minded, but we're going to have fun while we do it.